Hey everyone, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Halen, also known as Med Student Planner. I am so excited to have you here today. I will be planning out the week of November 30th through December 6th, and I am using a beautiful kit from Glam Planner. This is unlike anything I've ever done for Christmas before, and so I'm just so excited. The holiday season and especially Christmas is my favorite time of year, and so I go all out and use a different Christmas kit each week in December. And so this week I will be starting out with one from Glam Planner, and it is just so fun with like all the different colors that are just so unique. And then I added the deco to the top of the page to just kind of tie it all together. And I normally don't use the deco, or I'll sometimes just put it on the sidebar, but this deco was too cute to not use, and so this was the perfect way to tie it in. And so I'm actually filming this the next week because we had to be out of town for school this week, and so I will be able to plan from start to finish with you, and you'll be able to see the full spread as we go. So I'll go ahead and show you the stickers that I have left over. I've already laid down the base of the kit, but there are still a ton of stickers left. I decided to not use the date covers this week instead, and just use the deco. And then I still have a ton of functional stickers. Her kit comes with scripts, which I love, and we are ready to go now. So I will switch to the day-by-day plans and just kind of talk you through how I plan. So Monday was Cyber Monday, and I had to get a little bit more shopping done from Black Friday, and so I'm just going to put that in with a, well, that didn't work out how I wanted it this way, but I have a pumpkin paper coat girl that is shopping online, and so I thought that was perfect for Cyber Monday. And then I have a script from Kinsey's Creations to mark that it was Cyber Monday. So I'm just going to have those layered over, and then I'm going to put in my stuff for school. So Monday was our first day in Monroe, Louisiana for school. We have to go there for just different rotations throughout the year to see a different hospital, and so this was our week for internal medicine there, and it was a little bit different. I did not really enjoy being away from home, but it ended up working out fine. So I'm going to be a little bit picky here and move this over to a half box because I did not like how that turned out. But that is why we have stickers. Well, I ended up kind of doing the same thing that I started out with, but it is now in and it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and white out all those lines so they can be out of my way. So I'm going to find a certain sticker that I'm looking for. Where's my coffee? Okay, so this was a day that I needed a second cup of coffee, and so I have these new scripts from Piper Paper Company that will be perfect to mark that. It was just a long day. I haven't done a full day like this in a while, and so in Monroe we would have the hospital wards in the morning and then clinic in the afternoon, which is a full day. So I'm curious if any of my Christmas coffee cups from the Crafty Banana would match any of this. So let me see. So I know this color is pretty unique. I could do like a neutral, but let me see if I have anything else. Okay, I think I'm just gonna pull a Dr. Winston out because I don't know how else I'm gonna want to mark this. Let's see what I can find. So my collection is just kind of all over the place with all my stickers, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you how I store everything. So that was a very full first day, and I was exhausted by the time I got back to the apartment and everything. So I'm just not really liking this. My handwriting is just not doing what I want it to. So let me see what I want to do. I could always just pull in a label and make that work. I'm gonna grab a smaller Winston now. So I think that one this size will be better, and then I'm just gonna get it onto a label. Okay, so that will work for clinic. So then by the time we got home, there was really not a lot to do. We did go out to dinner and pick up some groceries because there was just a few things that we did not have. Here, a little, I wonder if I want to use another script. I was trying to see if they had an icon that would work, but I don't know if any of these, because I have to color block, so I don't know if any of these would work for groceries. So I'm going to save the grocery shop sticker and see if I can just put in a Winston, because there has been lots of scripts for this day already. But then I can put in, so I wanted to be able to put in that we had dinner at a really fun restaurant in Monroe. And I just need to see what's going to be a good size for that. I guess it kind of counts as a date night. So I'm going to put in a date night, I think, script over this and then see how that looks. Oh, that's the next page. So I love these from Kenzie's Creations because they're just super perfect to kind of layer over a box like that. So now I can just put that we had dinner at the field house. Okay, so that is it for Monday, and now we can move on to Tuesday. And Tuesday started out the same way that Monday did, with being in the hospital. So I think this would be a fun place to put my pumpkin paper coat girl with the coffee. So I just need to see which color pink would go. So this one actually seems, I can make that work. Oh wait, no, here's a lighter pink. Okay, so I can use this one, I think, to mark my time in the hospital this morning. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that onto a box so that it is good to go. Okay, I am getting better with my spacing as we go. I usually plan a little bit every day and just kind of put in what happened each day, but I have not done a full back plan in probably like a year since we went out of town for a trip last December. So it is just taking me a second to get it all together. Okay, so that was for being in the hospital that morning. And then I can probably use an icon for clinic so that I get some of these used up. So I can just put in this little computer one for clinic. I got these fun new coffee cups from Daily Dose of Stickers that has be like hello for each month, and so I think it'd be fun to use that for December. I cannot believe it is already December, but I am just super excited to finally be like moving on and like getting to the end of 2020. I really hope that 2021 is better and we can get the world looking better and just like, I don't know, everything in general. So I can have that in, and then I was wanting to use this to mark studying. I was going to pull a script, but I think I'm just going to write in studying. So UWorld is our like little bank of questions that just has a ton of different practice questions in it, and we all use that to get ready for like our practice exams, and or not practice exams, so we use them to get ready for like our real exams. So I'm going to put, I probably should have saved the computer for what I'm about to do, but my pre-planning was just what I put for like down on my daily planner while I was in Monroe, and so the rest I'm just kind of winging. So let me see where my computer Winston is, and then I can put him in, because we have to write these history and physical write-ups for so many different patients, and I was finishing up one of those today. So we have to do 2 for our time in clinic, and then 6, I believe, for our time in the hospital. So I got my first one finished for being in the clinic, and then I can see what else I have. So I'd already pulled out a few scripts that I knew I wanted to use, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and get the relax one, because we were just kind of exhausted after, you know, working all day and then studying and then having to still prep and get ready for the next day. I guess I could have also used the exclamation mark, but I can save that. So something I did want to use, I need to see if it is in my little wedding sheet, but our RSVPs for the wedding were due this day. We had to really adjust. I think I used it in my monthly. Yes, okay. Just kidding. So I don't have that there, but let me see. I have a ton of different wedding stickers. So I don't think I'm going to have any of the scripts or anything left from that. So I can either use, I'll probably go and pull out my Once More with Love wedding stickers, just because, oh, well, flipped right to it. So I can go ahead and put these in to mark that. We had to make a lot of different adjustments and get everything as safe as possible. It is not what we thought it would be, and it is mainly just our like closest friends and family, so that we can still celebrate with them, but do it in a safe way. And so let's see, I have that, and then I need to mark in dinner, I guess. So I guess I can pull in a eating Winston. If you haven't noticed, if I don't have something that I need from the kits or anything, I just go straight to my stash of stickers, and especially the Winston ones, because I feel like I have a Winston for just about everything at this point, and so it is just perfect to pull from. So let's see if this is going to fit. So for this night, we found a Italian restaurant that was really good. That's not centered now. And so it was just one of those random like hole in the wall places that ended up being so good. So I'm gonna pull out one of my teeny tiny eating Winston's that are just so perfect. And then I'm just gonna kind of make the spacing a little bit better with all of this. I guess I ended up not really needing to move that around since it ended up being so small, but it'll be fine. Okay, so that is it for Tuesday, and surprisingly, Wednesday started out the same way, so no surprise there. I actually think my Pumpkin Paper Co. stickers are going to be the best way to match this one, which is kind of a bummer because I just used the Coffee Girl, so I wasn't really wanting to use it again. So I think I'm gonna try to find something else so I'm not using the exact same thing. I don't think I have a coffee cup from the Crafty Banana that will match. So let me see what else I have. So I think I'm just gonna pull out one of my Coffee Monsters Co. emojis and see what I have. I wasn't necessarily writing, but I was typing, so I guess this kind of will still work, and I can get this in. So I used the square one, so now I will go back and change it up, I think. Actually, I have an idea. I haven't used any of these scripts really, so I'm going to go ahead and pull in this morning coffee, and then I can put in Wards this day, and then I should have enough room for the half box. Okay, no. I can move this up. So this time I planned out my spacing a little bit better. I think that'll work that way. So let me go ahead and write on this half box so that I don't have to write against the coil. Oh wait, I am completely blanking. I actually had clinic off this day, so I can put in studying instead right here. And so that can work with this guy. It was super nice to be able to have the whole afternoon off to just be able to study and get everything together. It is one of those things where you kind of get caught up in working during third year and you're not really getting as much study time in. So I just studied all the way up until dinner this afternoon, and it was such a productive day. Really proud of myself for just kind of cranking down and studying. We don't really get to study like that anymore, and so my study endurance has been really messed up. I'm just trying to get that centered because it didn't really work right the first time. But I can have that in, and then I just now need a little sticker for being in the hospital this day. So I'm gonna pull in one of these tiny coffee Winston's to just mark being in the hospital this day. Now that looks tiny, so I'm not really sure if that's gonna work, but it is a good way to get a use out of this script. So this night, the Rockefeller tree lighting happened, and so I definitely want to mark that. I think I may pull out, I wasn't necessarily lighting the tree, but I think one of these girls, it would be fun. So we actually got engaged in front of Rockefeller Tree last Christmas. Well, it was a little bit before Christmas, but oops, I got stuck. So I already loved the Rockefeller Tree growing up and always loved watching the lights go live every year, but it is just kind of extra special now that that's where we got engaged, and especially now that I've finally seen it in person. I loved watching it. It was just so fun. And maybe one day we'll get to actually see it lit in person. That would be super cool. So I found this old sheet from Nightingale Paper Co. I'm not sure if she still has it in the shop, but I love all the different color options with that. And so I'm just gonna pull that in for us having dinner this night. Okay, so I got that put in. And not really much else happened. We kind of just studied a little bit more, watched the tree lighting, and then went to bed early. I saw this bed early script, but I don't know if it's going to fit. Okay, that's not going to fit, so let me see. So I have these new ones from Hand Can Plan that may work. Let me see how the sizing is. It's just going to be really crowded is the only problem. I could probably layer this over it. Let me see how that looks. So I'm going to leave that for now. I may go back and change that, but for now, this is the first half of the week, and I will go ahead and move you on to the second half. So probably no surprise here. My day started with just going to the hospital. Okay, so I know I want a half box down here. So we're gonna kind of plan just from the bottom up because that is easier sometimes. And then I know we needed to pack up all of our stuff to get ready to go home on Friday, which we were just super excited about. It had been a long week, and being away from home that long was just not fun. So I just cut this down to only 3 hearts, just kind of have everything that we were getting ready. So we knew for sure we needed to start packing so we could leave straight from the hospital on Friday. The apartment people gave us these like checklists that we had to complete before we could leave. And so we did that, and then we had to take out the trash so the next person could be like all cleaned. This green one is really pretty, and so I think I want to use a pattern one because I wasn't really using a lot of that. So I'd already pulled this one earlier, so I think I'm just going to grab it back into it so I can use it. So we finished in clinic a little bit early this day, which was super nice, so we could kind of go back and get situated. So after that, we just studied before going to dinner. So let me see what I have. I don't have many studying stickers because I usually just end up writing in that I'm studying. And so not a lot of excitement there, but it gets the job done whenever I do need these. I'm gonna actually see if I have something to layer this over. second me in for studying, and I actually probably could have used one more check dot or like little checklist heart, but instead I'm going to see if I can pull from any of this. So I have found this little money Winston that's going to mark paying our cake balance that was due. So I'm just going to put that in and then correct me that it's still green for this part. So that can come in, and then one of the other students that was there from my class had a birthday this day, and so we went out and celebrated her birthday. So Friday I have a super fun Winston that just says like made it to Friday with like a little party hat and everything. So I'm going to put that in, and now is going to be the perfect time to use the pumpkin paper Go-Girl, which now this yellow doesn't match as well as I thought it did. So then we just had clinic again this afternoon. Okay, and then after clinic, we got to drive back home and get settled with everything. And then this was a fun night that we just kind of had together. We haven't done a movie night in a while, and I was asking my fiance to watch all of the Harry Potter movies. And so we made it to Goblet of Fire this night, and I just love that movie. So it was super fun to watch with him. We had a ton of laundry to do. I think I had 3 different loads to do after not doing laundry the entire week, and we were still wearing, like we'd wear scrubs during the day and then change into some comfy clothes and then PJs, so we just still had a lot of clothes to wash. So I'm just going to pull in a neutral gray one to mark that we were driving home. I'm trying to decide if this would ruin like all of the color coding, but I think I actually want to put in. Okay, so I have this Fox and Pip couple to mark that we had a movie night, and now I have just a lot of scripts on top of each other though. Okay, so it took me a second, but that is everything for Friday. And Saturday, I can tell you, we started by sleeping in. So I think this is going to be another day that I start from the bottom with, because I know I want to be able to mark our game night that we get to have with some friends. So we got to play a new fun game with friends this night, and it was called Exploding Kittens. I don't know if it's like a popular game or anything, but we had it on our wedding registry because Jeffrey found it on Reddit while we were looking for a new game to have, and so someone went ahead and bought us a wedding gift, and that was it. And so that was super fun to have. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think it was one of those games that like it was kind of fast to where everyone can kind of enjoy it, because people do get eliminated during the game, but since it is a quick game, we were able to still be able to like have everyone get right back in. So we went out to eat for dinner this night since we had like nothing to eat at home. And after like a whole week of eating out, we will not be eating out for a really long time, but it was a fun. Oh, I'm trying to see if I want to use this to mark the LSU game. I think it'll be fine. It doesn't really match the colors, but it kind of blends in well. So this day was just filled with studying, and I know it seems out of order while I'm talking to you, but I knew how I wanted to do that, and so now I just have this part to do. Okay, so I think this may end up being better since it's just a little tiny script, so I can just put that be cleaned up. And that is it for Saturday. It was a really busy but fun day. And then on to Sunday. So Sunday was another sleep-in day, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go to mark that again. I was initially hesitant, but there wasn't really a lot else to do on Sunday, so I just pretty much studied, and then I actually got to do a fun little Christmas activity this day. So on Sunday evening, we always like to get everything ready, you know, taking out the trash that comes for Monday and whatnot. So I have this script from Piper Paper Company that just has Sunday Reset, which I just love to be able to mark getting ready for the next week. So I'm just gonna pull in another little checklist for some of the things that we needed to do. And I can put in what I did this day. So I've never decorated a gingerbread house, and my fiance's mom set up a little something for us to be able to do that, and it was like a little girls' day activity, and so I finally get to decorate a gingerbread house. And I will pop up a picture for how my gingerbread house turned out. I was pretty happy with it for it being my first time, but I don't know if I'll be doing it again anytime soon with how stressed out I was. So I'm just gonna put in a Winston to mark studying this day. So I had a full study day, and then with a little break for the gingerbread house. It was just a good little study break. So a random thing that I needed to do this day was to figure out my bridal pictures, and so I'm just gonna put that in. I love this little Once More With Love wedding couple. Okay, so I have that in, and then I'll just go ahead and fill in this checklist with a few things that we needed to do. Alrighty, so that is it for the second half. So here is my finished spread. I did go back and change a few things after I finished filming, and now I'm really happy with how the spread turned out. I think this kit is just beautiful. I really loved adding the deco up top, and I think that just really brings it all together, and I think this was the perfect kit to kick off my Christmas spreads with. So that is everything for this plan with me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone!